Hi, I'm gonna make a video. I'm driving right now, so I don't know how it's gonna look. And I don't even know that I'm gonna share this with anybody, but it's on my mind right now, mostly because of this girl. So I just decided that I would talk and that I wanted to record it. So I volunteer with Gateway Pet Guardians, and I have not really worked or volunteered at another dog rescue, so I can't compare, but I've heard stories. And from everything that I have heard, Gateway goes above and beyond to be amazing. Everything that I've seen, excuse me, not on my lap though. Hey, miss, I'm driving, thank you. They go above and beyond for all their dogs. Everything I've seen shows me that they go above and beyond for their dogs, that they really truly love their dogs. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And with that being said, I have to say that I think when we rescue dogs off the street, when we pull dogs from the euthanasia list, that it is a beautiful, wonderful thing. I think the shelter is a great place. They get walks, they get toys, they get beds, they get blankets, they get treats, they get enrichment, they have a play yard, they play with other dogs, a lot of human contact. It's really fantastic, especially for dogs who have never experienced love from a human before, or who haven't experienced it for a really long time. It's really great for them to be in that environment and off of the street and safe. They get all of their vet stuff, all of their shots. If they get sick, if they need something, Gateway is a no-kill shelter, which means we don't euthanize dogs because of space or because of behavioral problems, unless it's a safety issue. I mean, that's something that I won't even go into. But we deal with dogs, and we help dogs, and we make sure that dogs are safe and that they have a home and that they're loved, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And with that being said, Miss Angie today had to go to the shelter for a few hours because she was going to meet a potential new foster home. I am temping her, which means it's short term. I love Angie. I just don't really have the space for her in my house. She was in a foster home, and unfortunately, due to personal things that happened with those foster parents, they were not able to keep her. It had nothing to do with her, so now we're trying to get her a new foster home or a new adoptive home. So she went up to the shelter today to meet a new potential foster. It did not work out, so she's coming back to my house. And I have to say that from what I heard from, you know, the dead mama at the shelter and what I see, Angie was doing really well, but not really happy with being at the shelter. And I think, like I said, I think the shelter's great. For dogs that have been in a home, for dogs that know what a couch is, for dogs who know what a mama is, the shelter sucks because it's a shelter and it's a cage, and it's a big cage, you know. I mean, we had a bunch of humans sleep in the shelter with the dogs, you know, so their kennels are big enough for a human and a dog to hang out in, which again, I mean, it's great, but it's not home. It's not a home. And I think for a dog that has been in a home, that knows what a mommy and a daddy are, knows what a couch is, knows what a bed is, they don't like going to the shelter. They freak out. They get sad. They don't understand. Apparently, when Angie went to the play yard, you know, for a potty break and playtime, what Jane was telling me was that she was kind of like, what the hell? Why are we here? I know when I went on vacation and had to put my foster Jelly back in the shelter, she was pissed because she knew that she was at the shelter. She knew damn well where she was, and did not understand why she was there, and did not understand that she was coming back to my house when I got home. And that's really sad. It's really, really sad that that's sometimes the only thing that the dogs have, is to go back to the shelter. And that's why Angie's at my house, because I know that she knows what a home is, and I am not going to allow her to be at the shelter. It's stressful. It's traumatic. It's incredibly traumatic. Anybody who isn't sure if animals feel things or isn't sure how they process information, Angie knew damn well where she was, and she didn't like it. And that's why she's going to my house, because she is not going to be staying at the shelter for, did you see other dogs? For any amount of time. The shelter's great for ferals. It's great to save dogs' lives. It's not a place they need to stay. So if you don't have a dog in your life already, or if you have a dog that likes other dogs, or if you are crazy and think that having 5 or 6 or 10 dogs in your house is a fun thing, well, we had to turn. then you should go check out Gateway, and you should foster, and you should donate if you can't foster. You should adopt Angie. Angie needs a home. You should adopt Angie. So yeah, that's my spiel. Adopt a dog, or foster a dog, or whoop, that's turning red, Ange, or donate to us to help us continue to save dogs' lives. All right, I guess that's all for now. Here's Angie again. What are you doing, Ange? That's Angie. She's awesome. Oh, and since you're listening, Angie, she doesn't like cats, and small kids might get knocked over because, you know, she's got a lot of energy. But she is great. Can you scoot? Can you just scoot over a little bit? Back up, do something. Dog, she's great with other dogs. She's great with people. She's awesome. She's friendly. She's wonderful. And she needs a forever home. Okay, bye.